Today I am talking about burnout. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Uzma, and I am a life health, yoga, meditation teacher, and I help stay-at-home moms relieve stress one step at a time and reinvent themselves as their family grows. So I want to welcome all of you who are new, and welcome back all of my wonderful followers, because I really appreciate you following me and supporting me in this journey that we're all going on as stay-at-home moms, because it's not an easy thing. So let's start off by seeing what's good in you with you. What is good with me is that I am on with you, and what is new is that today I am broadcasting from my car because I had to run some errands, and so it is really raining hard outside, but I'm committed to you because you're committed to me. So I am on every Wednesday at 9 o'clock, but today 9:30, because sometimes life happens, right? So today is a perfect kind of day of burnout, overwhelm, because even I get it too. I know how to handle it. I've learned to control it, but sometimes I also get that too. Like this morning, I had to get up early. I had to, drop someone at the train station. Then I had to come home. Then I had to go and pick up something for my husband. Then I had to drop my son at work, and now I've come on this, and then my day, I have to finish up with my course, and I have to finish the laundry, and the AC guy is coming. So much is going on. And summertime, it can even be worse, because when you're a stay-at-home mom, you've got your day planned out. You drop the kids, and then you have your day, and then you pick them up at 3, and then you have activities, or if you have grown kids, they're not at home, or they have their activities, and you have a lot of space and a lot of free time for yourself. But when summer rolls around, you have double jobs. You are, staying up late with your kids, watching movies, eating all this junk, and just really, it's a really good time, but it's a lot of us, it's a lot day in and day out for us as we're getting older, right? And then the kids sleep late, but we're still getting up, we're doing the laundry, doing the groceries, or maybe you're out for the whole day, shopping, or going to the pool, or going to a movie, or just going out. Everybody comes home, plops on the couch, takes a nap, but you're still responsible for dinner. You're still responsible if the handyman comes. You're still responsible if you've made commitments, and it just can be a really enjoyable time, but at the same time it can be overwhelming because you don't have your routine or your own time. And overwhelm can turn into burnout. And what happens when you have burnout? When you have burnout, you don't want to hang out with anyone. You start having sleeping problems, you start having body aches, you start feeling lonely, you start feeling overwhelmed and resentful, and then all the good times that you're having all of a sudden become bad times because you want to do stuff with your kids, but you're so tired that you say no, or you're irritable, and when you're irritable and you're angry, or you just burst out in anger for no reason, you feel guilty, and then you change the mood of everybody around you. Because as a mom, the way you feel is the way the whole house is going to feel. If you're happy and you're doing things, and you're, food is ready, and you're just a happy person, and summer is going great, then everybody in the house will have that same mood. But the minute you yell, or you're tired, or people see that you're unhappy, then they're on their tippy toes, and you change the way they are going to react, and their summer or their day is going also. So I have 5 ways to prevent burnout and help you from burnout. Because once you get to the overwhelm part, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. I can't stay up in the nights. I have so much to do. And the to-do list is probably little things like go pick up milk, or, do, fold the clothes, or, go to a doctor's appointment, or drop off something at your friend's house, little things. But when you start getting overwhelmed and almost to the point of burnout, then what happens is all those little things feel like a huge thing. So you're like, I have so many errands to run, I've got so much to do. But then when you sit down and write it on paper, it's like, get a gallon of milk, get 2 dozen eggs, and that's like nothing, right? And so we need to really be conscious and, go through the steps to prevent burnout. And also, as your kids are getting older, they're going to want to go out more and do their own things. And so what's going to happen is you're going to start feeling anxious, and that's also going to lead to your burnout and overwhelm, because if they're out, you're worried about their driving. If they've come in for the summer, you're worried about entertaining them. There's just so much that goes on in the summer. And so that's why I'm focusing on summer, because it's summertime right now. And a lot of us are enjoying the summer and thinking of vacations, and, but we feel very overwhelmed with all the other responsibilities, because it's really vacation for everybody else and for us too. But we have to think about the household stuff and the household responsibilities. So when you have no time for yourself, that can really affect the way that you feel, because if you don't take care of yourself, then you cannot take care of others properly also, right? So the 5 steps that I have, let's go down the list today. The number 1 is get rid of guilt and be true to yourself, because when you tell your kids no, you feel guilty, right? You want to be the best mom and you want to be the perfect mom, but we're all not perfect. We can get tired sometimes, because when our kids are tired, don't they say, I'm tired, I don't want to do it, or I'll do it later? But how come we can't say that? If our kids say, we want to go out, we want to eat this, we want to do this, we might be exhausted, but we want to be the best moms and we want them to be proud of us. And, what are we trying to prove to ourselves and our kids? Our kids are going to love us no matter what. But we're there cooking their favorite foods, and we're staying up late, and we're, neglecting our spouses, or we're putting off all our stuff for later just so our kids, can be happy and be like, yay, our mom's doing it. But, you can have your kid time and you can have your time too. Do not feel guilty, and do what you need to do. Be authentic to yourself, because if you watch a movie, 1 or 2 nights, late night, or if you hang out with your kids, or if you are doing stuff, it's okay if you say, you know what, not tonight, or I can't go out in the morning with you because I'm tired, or you guys go ahead and do it, I'll do it later. You should not feel guilty for not doing it with your kids, and your kids should not feel bad that you're not doing it for them. It's a good way to start teaching them boundaries and, respecting yourself. Because if they see you constantly dragging and tired and overwhelmed, and inside you're complaining, you're not being authentic, right? If you're like, oh, I don't want to do this with the kids. Oh, this is too much. Oh, the kids are exhausting me. Then why are you doing it with the kids, right? You're not being true to yourself. You're not being true to them. And when you set your boundaries for yourself and how you feel, then you're also teaching your kids. So it's kind of like a lesson. Number 2, exercise, breathe, meditate. I mean, everybody says that no matter what you do. If you have stress, if you have anxiety, if you're tired, if you want to be healthy, if you have burnout, if you have overwhelm, it's really important. If you feel like, you're going crazy and you have too much on your mind and all the tabs in your head are just open and you need to close them, you need to take time out, either in the morning or in the evening, to just breathe, take your breaths, and maybe meditate or go work out, and let all that energy and all that extra craziness just release from your body. And if you need to, tell your kids, today I need a breath, or today I'm going to work out and I'm not going to cook, we're going to order out, whatever it is, make time for yourself to breathe and exercise. And meditation just takes 5 minutes. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening. And the thing is, if you say, I don't have time, we make time for things, right? So if you're going to tell yourself, I don't have time, I can't do it, that's because it's not a priority for you. Because things that we have a priority for, we do it. Because if you want to go to a movie, or if you want to, hang out with your friends and go to a cute cafe, you will rearrange your entire schedule just to do that. But when it comes to meditation or exercise or something for ourselves, we always make excuses. So make sure you really, take time for that, because it will give you focus, it will clear your mind, it will help you be able to encounter such stressful situations or overwhelmness with your family, with yourself, with your thoughts. Number 3 is get enough sleep. I can't tell you how important that is. Like, I am a monster if I don't get my sleep. I usually like 8 hours. If I get 7, I can feel that I'm being tired. But anything less than 7, my whole day, I am not a nice person. I am nasty. My kids will say, you want to go out, you want to have lunch. And I'll be like, no. You know, if I go in their room and it's messy, you know, or if I come downstairs and the blankets aren't folded, or they're not watching something that I want to watch. I mean, even little stuff like that. I can turn into a teenager too if I really want to. You can ask my kids. I am just really irritable. My husband might ask me a question, or he might say, can you run this errand? And I'll be like, who do you think I am? Am I supposed to do everything in this house? You know, you should ask the kids. Why don't you do it? You know, like, I'm not the person to do everything. I mean, like, my outbursts and my mood and everything, and then I've just ruined it for everybody. I have just ruined it. And so we don't want that. So sleep is really important, and it also helps with regenerating your skin, your mind, and it'll give you more of a relaxation, because as you get older, you just need your sleep, especially for women. And so that is number 3. Number 4, eat properly. Bad habits can just totally just mess you up also, physically, mentally, the way you feel, you know, because when the kids come home, you're making things you probably normally don't make, or you're eating burgers and pizzas, or eating out more, or maybe you're eating their macaroni and cheese because that's what they want. So, you know, as you get older, you need to also start thinking about eating healthy, right? Because you'll notice what foods are good for your stomach, what foods make you sluggish. If you overeat, then you get heartburn. I mean, we have these things that are happening to us as we're getting older also, whether we're in denial or not. But summer can really be, I mean, like, I remember last summer, maybe we had pizza 3 times a week because the kids love pizza, right? And when they're at school, you know, we have time to prepare meals for them. Or when they're in college, you know, they don't want to pay for their pizza, so mom and dad come home and they want to eat their steaks, or they want to go eat their expensive meals, or have tea time, and you're just eating all the time. And so you need to be careful of that, because you can gain weight in the summer for sure. And you can also start feeling unhealthy. So you need to really watch what you're eating. You know, if the kids are eating pizza, maybe take a slice, but then eat some vegetables, or maybe make your own food or something. But don't start, you know, piling all on the junk food, because it's not going to be good for your face. It's not going to be good for your weight. It's not going to be good for your mood. And I really, really recommend that you don't just eat what your kids eat, because ladies, you know, it's really the truth that, you know, we're getting to that age, and, you know, we're over 40, and we really need to start thinking about our health and ourselves. And what I noticed is that after my kids went off to college, I actually became healthier. My skin became better. I lost weight. I have more energy. And it's not because they left. It's because I finally have time to take care of myself. So if you've been on track during the school year, or before your kids came, stay on that track, because the thing is, the way to live a healthy and balanced life is to stay consistent. When you're not consistent, then everything falls apart. Like, you know, you need to keep your morning routine. You need to eat properly. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Do your exercise. If you stay on your routine, you can still have fun with your family and your friends and your spouse, but you cannot come off the wagon. If it's once in a while, I mean, I always say, you know, weekends are cheat days, or if you fall off the wagon, come back on. But if it's like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, months, you know, if you go on vacation, that's okay too. But just stay consistent, you know, eat those sweets on the weekends, you know, take a bite here and there, but don't like have ice cream every night because the kids are eating ice cream every night. No. Those days are gone. Okay, number 5, talk it out. If you're feeling resentful, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling like the kids are taking advantage of you, which can happen, because as kids get older, they can help you with the garbage, they can help you with the laundry, they can do chores around, they can go to the grocery store, they can help you with a lot of things. And we think, oh, our kids are home, let them relax, they had a hard year, they studied so hard, they live on their own. As moms, we make up all these excuses, and we tell ourselves that, you know, our kids shouldn't do anything when they come home. But why shouldn't they? You need to set boundaries, you need to set rules, and if you're feeling overwhelmed or resentful, or if you feel that the kids are not doing enough, you are the parent. You are allowed to tell them, you know what, today I'm exhausted, you all need to take over. Or you know what, I feel really sad that I'm the one who always has to empty the garbage. Or I feel really bad that, I'm the one who has to do everything and none of you even volunteer, or none of you even ask. Or I'm exhausted, because last night I stayed up late. This morning I'm not going to make you your French toast and omelets and your big breakfast. Tonight I would like you to make for me, or everybody just have cereal. Or today I'm not going to cook because we all went out, we all enjoyed, and we're just going to order out because I can't deal with it. You need to use your words and let your kids know how you feel. Because if you don't tell them, then how will they know? Right? Because kids of today, they're just doing their own thing, and they do care for their parents, but kids don't learn unless you tell them. If you just assume your kids are going to just, go to college or help you in the house or run your errands or do things for you, it's not going to happen, right? But if you ask them and they become aware of it, then you're teaching them to become aware of things like that, and then they'll help you. Because most kids are not going to say no to their parents. They're going to help their parents, or they're going to do what their parents need because you've told them to do. So asking them does not make your ego go down, because we think, our kids should obviously, know what to do, and they should know. When you start thinking, obviously our kids should know, your ego is getting in the way. Okay, not your parenting and not your love. Your ego is getting in the way. So we need to stop thinking that kids obviously know what to do, because they don't. Some might, but most of them don't. So telling them is really going to be a benefit to you and to them. So, if you are having overwhelm, which is turning into burnout, and you're feeling like, not the person you should be, and you're having guilt, and you're having anxiety, and you can't sleep, and you're having body ache, and the summer is just really stressing you out, or maybe it's, a relationship, or the kids being home, or unorganization, whatever it is. It is summertime. If the house is unorganized and things are being thrown around, it's okay, as long as it doesn't look like, a pig pen or something like that. The house is going to be disorganized and not the way you want it to be when your kids are home. You just have to realize that. But I hope these 5 tips, number 1, no guilt. Number 2, exercise. Number 3, take care of yourself. Number 4, get enough sleep. Number 5, talk it out, eat properly. All of those things, if you can just follow them and, cherish your kids, because time goes by fast and pretty soon they all won't be at home. They won't be coming home in the summer. Just enjoy the chill time with your kids. And if you have any questions or you'd like to discuss this more, I would love to talk to you. And that's it for today. So I hope you enjoyed this session on burnout. I'd love to hear feedback. Tag a friend if they're watching this, and share this. I would love you to share this. Just get the word out, because us stay-at-home moms need to form a group. We need to have a tribe, because we all go through the same thing and we all have the same emotions, but we just keep it inside because we're embarrassed to tell people how we feel. We're embarrassed to tell people we feel sad, we feel overwhelmed, or I'm angry with my husband, or I'm angry with my kids, or I'm happy today. We always look at what we don't have, and we never look at what we do have. We should be grateful. So remember to say your affirmations, remember to be grateful for what you have, and really cherish these memories and work through it, because burnout and overwhelm is not healthy for you, and it's not healthy for your family. Until next Wednesday, take care.